Code Cash Crop started in 2018. We hosted an event in that year with CC Hub, where we essentially were looking very fundamentally at that point to bring everybody into the room. And we essentially posed the question, and it was, what would happen when technology, finance, and agriculture meet? Code Cash Crop was considered to be an industry event. So not an event that is owned and hosted by AFEX, but an event that was sort of borrowed to be co-owned by the industry. And there's actually 3 industries that are considered when you're talking about Code Cash Crop. You obviously have for code technology, for cash you have the finance industry, and then for crop you obviously have agriculture. And the value in Code Cash Crop is to say, by getting these 3 industries into one room, can we come up with solutions that are able to have an actual impact, but are also able to be profitable and share value across the board.
In Code Cash Crop 2.0, we looked at a very important problem of rural finance. And it was essentially, how can we ideate around unlocking financial inclusion for rural agrarian communities? We were able to capture what I believe was a very, very interesting trend at the time.
After the one we had in 2019, we started planning for 2020.
Then COVID happened. We lost quite a number of years of Code Cash Crop to both COVID itself and recovering from COVID. And so we didn't have Code Cash Crop episodes in the years that followed COVID.
And by the end of 2021, we had already started planning the 3rd edition. We started thinking, how else do we scale up what we've already done in the past 2 editions?
I think we had a lot of time to reflect and think of some of the things that we wanted to make better. One of that was obviously making sure that we had a true youth tie-in.
I don't know who was explaining it. I was like, we can have a hackathon, but like an ag-hackathon.
It was a fantastic addition that actually allowed youth to bring up solutions to the problems that we had with trade infrastructure on the continent.
We then went into full-on, who are the people that were looking, the kind of audience that we're looking to have at this edition. That also kind of evolved into the kind of panelists that we're looking to have at that edition as well. And then the ag-hackathon, of course, the kind of solutions we wanted to see come out of it. And that's how we ended up at 3.0, which was a blast, by the way.
So CCC 3.0 was a huge success. We recorded over 200 applications at the ag-hackathon stage and drilled down into the awesome 6 finalists who pitched at the pitch storm that was a part of the grand finale. And then we came out with 3 awesome winners that are even till today building up awesome businesses that are sure to transform the agricultural landscape.
And seeing the solutions that were birthed from that event blossoming gave us the audacity, per se, to scale. So we came to the 4th edition and we knew we had to expand the conversation.
Now taking it beyond Nigeria to even encapsulate Kenya, making it a truly Pan-African event.
So for the ag-hackathon, for the 4th edition, what was very interesting about what we did this year was how we curated the challenges. We decided that we wanted to solve particular problems, and so we got in touch with the different partners that we had and said, hey, what are the challenges that you have? Share with us. And these challenges that they had revolved around 3 areas: data, logistics, and extension. And so that was how we curated the challenges for this year. So we have 3 challenges. We had over 100 entries which catered to either of these challenges.
And so we decided to have a bootcamp in Kenya and in Nigeria concurrently. So there were 3 bootcamp locations. There was Nairobi, there was Ibadan, there was Kaduna. And then the cute part of this was we decided to hold each on the same day.
It was an interesting task, to say the least. We already had a team on ground in Nairobi. The first thing we did was, of course, do a hub roadshow, where we visited a lot of hubs, and we also had a couple of schools where we went to do this publicity. We're getting ready for the grand finale. We're very excited. I think that we've been very, very intentional about the way that we are curating the 4.0. We're very specific about the kind of speakers that we want. We're very specific about the kind of audience that we're looking to attract this year. I, for one, am looking forward to the conversations. This year, we're focusing on market-led solutions. I'm very specific to, the way that the role of the youth in making this happen.
Bringing the young people into the conversation and the people already rooted in the conversation, and just make that mix and that blend and get a fun space for all innovators to meet together and to create sustainable and scalable solutions.
What we want to see with Code Cash Crop is a place that is able to birth businesses that last, definitely. But I think for the industry platform and the industry events that it is, we want to essentially see 10 years down the line, or when we're doing Code Cash Crop 10.0, we want to essentially see the businesses that we've bettered last year and this year essentially be the businesses that are spearheading this initiative and bringing businesses up after them that will continue to transform the face of our culture on the continent.
We're going to be talking about why innovations fail, what are the fundamentals and learnings from these innovations, and then how to sustain these innovations. And we're very excited. We hope to see you, and we're looking forward to you enjoying.